Long time no see. It is Sunday morning, February 22nd. It's been a hot minute since I've hopped on here to do a vlog or chatted from you guys. It was just crazy week this week, and then last week I was traveling, and then I was prepping for the traveling for work, so I'm just like wiped. But today I'm finishing everything that I've been putting off finishing for the last, I would say, 2-3 weeks. And so full Sunday reset, cleaning the room. I have another trip I'm going on in about 2 weeks or so-ish, and so I need to pack that stuff, and then also prepping just some like life things, like setting up some additional like notes and things like that for just life, keeping track, saving money. I'm living at home, so like how I'm gonna save money, because my goal always is to like buy a house. It's like how I'm setting that up and things like that. And then just like overall reset. It's Sunday, so fun Sunday dinner. The BAFTAs are tonight. I love all award shows, so we're gonna watch the BAFTAs tonight. Those are always fun. And then everything, shower and getting prepped for the next day into a whole new week. It's crazy. I feel like this year has flown by so fast. January felt like it was a century, and then I hit February, and all of a sudden we're done with February already. I was like, wait a minute, we just got here. Like, we definitely just got here. But that was great. I got to do my hair yesterday. Very happy. You know when you're needing to get your hair done and you're just like overstimulated? That's how I was for like the last 2 weeks, and have not been so happy. Like, it's finally done. Like, I feel like a whole new person now. But let me get changed. I also have to like redo my whole, I haven't talked on camera for a while, so like this is just me a lot rambling right now. But I also have to redo my whole like vanity area, because it's kind of like a mess right now for no apparent reason, because I got some new stuff to like restock, and it's all everywhere right now, so we're gonna do that too. But yeah, first I have to change. I'm back. So outfit is picked. I'm wearing my Grinchy sweatshirt. I don't care that it's February. It's too cute of a sweatshirt, and I've basically, like, I bought it. Like, I need to wear it more than like once a year. And it's really comfy. And it's actually like cold right now in Texas. I'm not really sure why. We like went through like a spurt where it was like 70, 80 degrees. And then all of a sudden we just hit like a patch where it's just all like really cold. I'm so happy my hair's done. If you can't tell, like I'm just obsessed, and they did it so nicely. Like, sometimes I like doing my hair as short as possible when I can, just because like my natural hair is really long, so it's hard to get it short. But my goal is always to have it like almost in like a long bob. I'm gonna probably change up my like hairstyle like when it gets to summer, and I'll be able to experience what having like an actual bob looks like. But for right now, this works. But oh, very happy this is done. I think I'm just gonna throw on a headband. Do I have another one? I think I have another one. Yeah. I don't know if this goes with my outfit. It doesn't. It does not. But I have a gray one. That might. I don't really want to put my hair up today. Like, I just got it done, so I want to be able to enjoy it. Long hair down for a bit. So. Nice. Hair all situated. Now it's time for skincare. So Sundays are basically a no makeup day for me. I just kind of like giving myself a day to reset with my skin, and then I do like a face mask and everything tonight. But also, why not? Let's go to my skincare routine. I do like Equaberry swimming pool toner. I have really sensitive skin, and so I can't use anything that has like really strong HA in the exfoliators. And so this one uses something called like a Protease, which is similar, but it's a protein enzyme, so it's not as harsh on the skin. So I use this. It's a Korean brand. I got it on Amazon. And then I'm a sucker for some Ordinary serum. I use the niacinamide with zinc. I don't really know what it does. I did at one point. I think it's help with like acne prone skin. One thing you should know about me, I don't put anything on my face unless I've researched it intensely. So this is like years worth of research over Allure, the website, overall TikTok searches, Pinterest searches, going into details on what each of the ingredients mean. So one thing you can take from this is that I have looked into every single one of them. The other one that I use is also from Equaberry. It's their vitamin. Let's see if it'll focus. Yeah, it's their vitamin illuminating serum. It is amazing. When they tell you you'll see results within like a week, they're not wrong. It is for like dark spots and brightening your skin. And since it is a little bit more on the expensive side, it's like, when it's on sale it's 15, when it's not then it's like 25 for like the tiny bottle, but it lasts. I think I got this in like, I would say January, December-ish. And so I just got another one just since I didn't want to run out and it was on sale. But it is one of my favorite things. And then I use Neutrogena. This took years to figure out what skin like lotion works for my face, because I get really oily skin, and so but it also can get really dry. So if I have like a heavier cream, then my skin starts feeling and like looking oily. But if I have too light of one, then I'm like, I feel like my skin is like just dry and brittle. So like I use Neutrogena Hydra Boost. They have it at Costco, so that's nice. So I can get it for a little cheaper, but it's my favorite thing. And these last a while. Like if I usually get 4 for a year. And so that's like around 40-ish bucks. And so that lasts me the whole year. And that's only like 4 bottles, so that's really not that bad. But it's my favorite thing. Okay, skincare done. And I also always use sun cream. I use the Neutrogena Daily sunscreen. Let's see if it'll focus. Okay. And it's like just an invisible daily defense. Also another thing, obviously you have, especially living in Texas, you need to be using sunscreen because it can get really hot and the sun is always out here mostly. And so trying to find one that wasn't going to, 1, put like a white cast over my face, 2, be super oily and feel like I can't even touch my face afterwards, was really difficult. But I was finally able to find one. Actually, I'll give my sister the credit for that one. She found that one and put me onto it. But it is my favorite. And then my lip cream. So I saw this on TikTok and it has been my favorite thing ever since. It's Lanoi. It's like a cream for like pregnant women. But it is perfect. Like if you have really dry lips, and my lips get super dry, it's perfect for that. And so now I don't get cracked lips anymore. But it is very funny when you're purchasing it. But they actually make like a lip balm too, that like comes in like a lip balm tube, and I have that in like every bag and everywhere I go. But yeah, that is just about my morning skincare routine. I really don't think I'm gonna put any makeup on today. I might put a little bit of lip gloss is. I use the is it Laneige? I can't even remember anymore. Clinique. This is actually, I don't know how I forgot this. Clinique Black Honey is my favorite thing on the planet. Like I use this one down to the stub. There's not a single thing left. I can't twist it anymore. This is just the one I keep in my like makeup bag here. I have another one in my purse. But it is my favorite thing because it just adds such a natural tint without being overwhelming. Cool. Actually, I might do some clear mascara just because my eyelashes have been going a little haywire recently. Okay, I'm ready to get started on the day. I think first, I need to make my bed because that I won't feel done and put together for the day until my bed is made. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to start pulling out some clothes of what I'm gonna take on my trip. I have some like inspo pics from Pinterest. One day I'm gonna have to walk through my Pinterest with you guys. Like, my Pinterest is my happy place. I've been curating it since I was 10 years old, probably younger. Pinterest is my happy place. So I've got to show you guys like my Pinterest boards and things like that. But that is done. Now I've got to go make my bed. Show you what the end result of my quilt looked like also. So I finished that up not last weekend but the weekend before. This is what it looks like. So I have all the extensions, everything there. I have my binding as little flowers with strawberries. It is so cute. It's not as big as I honestly wanted, but I think it's good, and it's also a lighter batting, so it's not as heavy as my other one, which is nice because I can use it in the spring more than I could like my other one, because that one is, if you can't see, it puffs. It's like very much a puffy quilt, but it's really cute. Very happy with how it turned out. I already have another one planned. One I'm gonna do for my dad's birthday, because he said he kind of wanted a quilt too, so I'm gonna do more the log cabin-esque for him. That's the pattern of that one. And then I'm gonna do one called a Gertrude pattern for myself, because I've never known chill in my life. I just think it would be really cool if I did the Gertrude one, because it looks so pretty, and I think I'm thinking of changing the colors, because one of them, my log cabin one, is more green. This one is more blue, and so I want one that's very much pink, like my room type of dusty pink vibe. So I think that's what my next one's gonna be, but that's a little bit, probably next month-ish, towards the end of the month, because I'm going out of town, and so then it's just gonna be a whole thing trying to get the fabric and things like that beforehand. But definitely that's my next two quilts. Okay. Now I probably should put my laundry away. I don't want to, but I should. I think if I put my laundry away, it'll also help when I'm packing my suitcase. So I'll do that, and then I'll start packing my suitcase. Cool. I'm also watching Kenzie Elizabeth right now. The YouTube for Week at Life at Home. It's always good to have a YouTube on when you're having to clean your room and do stuff like that. Just have it in the background. But let me get back at it. change of plans. I really wanted In-N-Out, so I'm gonna go get that for lunch. I just like I woke up craving it so badly, and my sister was like, just go do it. In-N-Out's not that bad. It's like 13 bucks. I'll still be hungry for dinner, so I'm gonna do that. Mostly because I'm just really craving a burger. Like, I have no other words for it. And I didn't treat myself at all this week because I was working, and so I was like, you made it through the week, you made it through all your travel, so let's go get some In-N-Out. So I'm gonna go get that now. Probably listen to one of my favorite podcasts, Shameless. They do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, what's it called? Podcast episodes, which are the best, because it's basically their line is for smart people who love dumb stuff, which is basically me. So I'm gonna listen to that and then get back, eat, and then, I don't know, pack my bag. Yes, pack my bag. Whole point of today really was to pack my bag, so I'm gonna do that. So it has now been about an hour, so I ate my In-N-Out. Delicious, exactly what I needed. And then I came upstairs and with my mom went through all of those I needed to take with me to England for our trip. I've never actually told you where I was going. I'm going to England to visit some family. My grandma and all my extended family's over there, so it's gonna be fun. It's a week-long trip. I haven't got to do this in like a while. I would say like 2 years or so. So we're gonna go over there. And so I was packing my stuff. I've got like a good amount of a capsule wardrobe. I think this is honestly the most condensed packing I've ever done when we got to England. So I'm very proud of myself with that. But I get to go see a West End show when I'm there, so that was mostly the outfit I was planning. And then the rest of it, I have a lot of like jackets. My dream goal in life was always to get a Barbour jacket when I got older, because it was like my mom's favorite thing. And so I finally was able to save up some money and get one about a month ago, so that's really nice. It's just, Barbour's like a really nice like jacket brand, and it's supposed to be good for like rain and also cold weather, so that's nice. So I have that, and then I just have a lot of sweaters because it's not going to be freezing, but it's also not going to be warm when I'm there. So I have a lot of sweaters, but I'm also taking 1 or 2 sweatshirts with me for like leisure days when I'm just hanging out in the house. So I got these 2. So there's this place called Aviva in Dallas that sells like wholesale sweatshirts and t-shirts and all the different stuff, like people who have businesses. And so we discovered this because a family friend like does like a t-shirt and sweatshirt business. I used to have one when I was younger. Some of the lore, I had a company called Bitsy by Design where I made t-shirts and like sweatshirts and stuff like that, and tie-dyed them also. But I didn't have this store when I was doing the business, but if I had it now, it'd be so amazing. But they sell all this stuff for like really good wholesale prices. So I got a giant Gildan like 3-4X dark brown sweatshirt, and then I have a light pink one, just normal crew neck. And I've been wanting to put some stuff on it, like embroider it, but I haven't been able to really think of anything until recently, and I'm still not entirely sure what I want to do, but I am thinking probably like Harry Potter merch or bookworm like type of things listed on it. So I'm gonna do that now, as well as help my mom because she's been wanting something embroidered on one of her sweaters for a while. And so I'm gonna do that, and probably gonna continue listening to the podcast. I'm listening to the Shameless, like I said, in the car, Shameless podcast. But they did like an in-depth like hour introspection into like the America's Next Top Model documentary and like their thoughts and everything surrounding it. And I'm really enjoying it, so I think I'm gonna finish that. And then we'll kind of see where I'm at. Hopefully at that point I won't be too like exhausted. But if I'm not, I'll probably clean up my vanity area and then take an everything shower and just relax the entire rest of the afternoon, because I deserve it, because I have to wake up and do work tomorrow. So let's see how much more I can get done the rest of the day. I'd walk you through what I have to do to set up an embroidery project. So the one you just saw me doing was the initials on the sweater for my mom. So I just finished that. And I'm gonna do this design on a pink sweatshirt in dark brown, the Book Lovers Society. It's very cute. But a few things go into this. One, I had to spray the whole thing to get it situated where I want it and where I want the embroidery to go. It's not gonna be a giant design because my machine doesn't really do giant ones. And since I did white with the last one, that worked there, but I prefer have matching on the bottom and top, just to make sure if it does run through that it doesn't look patchy. So I have an extra bobbin, and I have the dark brown that I got in my kit for Brothers, with just all their embroidery threads. I have not had to use like a normal bobbin and I don't know how long, but I have that there. It's working. So the fun thing about my machine is that I can set up the designs on my iPad. So this is one that I bought off of Etsy as an embroidery file and send it to my machine so that I have it on the digital area to like start stitching it basically. So I have that on there and we're gonna see how that turns out. Hopefully it's not too squished and tiny, but we're gonna see. We're gonna have to see. Also, I think okay. I've not tested this. I may just ruin this sweatshirt, but we're gonna see. It's all part of the fun. Guys, it's not looking bad. I was really scared. I was really scared. I was like, I don't see how this is going to turn out well, but it's not looking bad. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it for right now. I think I still have like 15 minutes left on this, so this could still turn out to be terrible. But right now, it's kind of cutesy. It's kind of cutesy, but we'll see. It actually turned out really cute. It's tiny, but it's cute. So it's just like in the center of the sweatshirt. I think I could have done it a little bit higher, but you know, you live and you learn. The issue now is to go through and prick and like catch all the tiny little movement threads, which is honestly one of the most annoying things on the fucking planet, to be perfectly honest. But I'm really happy with how this turned out. It could have looked bad. It could have looked really bad. And when it transfers, sometimes when it transfers and it's like a bigger design but like on a smaller area, it doesn't look the greatest, and so you kind of just have to hope for the best that it's not gonna like overly smush itself together. And I've got to give it its props. It did well. I'm gonna have to review this for the shop that I bought it from. Also, random, but I was thinking about like what are my favorite shows right now, or maybe not favorite shows, but like current ones that I like really enjoyed that have like just come out, things like that. One, I love a murder mystery. Absolutely adore it. If this says nothing else, my favorite show as a kid was House of Anubis. Let's talk about that niche. If you don't know it, please go back on TikTok and find the clips. That show had a phone and a dream. Like a phone as a camera and a dream. They were doing crazy shit. But that basically started my obsession. Other than like that and like obviously, you know, things like Scooby-Doo and stuff like that, started my obsession with mystery and thriller shows. And so to this day, I will watch anything surrounding that on Netflix and every platform. But Netflix just came out with a show called How to Get to Heaven from Belfast, and I love a British one specifically, as you can't tell from my love of House of Anubis. The British ones, and this one's actually Irish, like British Irish mix of a murder mystery, and it was so hilarious. Like, I did not know what was going to happen the entire time. And I'm very much someone who like tracks when TV shows are coming out, and so I was looking forward to this one specifically just because I thought the premise, in that like their friend from when they were in school dies and then they go back for the funeral and all hell breaks loose. So that that's all the synopsis I think you need going into it, because the rest of it is just so batshit, but it's so good. And so that is something that I recently watched. What else have I been watching? I've been thinking about like my 4 favorites. I might make a video on this. I don't think I can make it today because it's already like 4:30 p.m. But like the 4 favorites on Letterboxd. Like I kind of want to do like a 4 favorites with everything in life video. So like 4 favorite movies, TV shows, books, makeup products, clothing items, things like that. Like 4 favorites in everything, foods, drinks, just 4 favorites of life. I thought that would be like interesting to do, more for me than anything, just because it's fun. And I've always kind of want to be asked my 4 favorites, like Letterboxd 4 favorites on your red carpet, because I've got a good amount of suggestions there. And so I think I might make that next weekend, but this weekend I feel like I've accomplished enough. I thought I would be able to get to the other one too. I don't think I have it in me. I think 1 is enough for this weekend. I think 1 sweatshirt, creating that, also making the one for my mom, that is enough for 1 weekend. It's difficult enough trying to figure out how to get this all snipped and like added correctly. I'm like, I'm tired. Let's not overdo it. But all in all, very proud of myself for completing this. Sometimes I go back over it with like an actual lighter to catch like the tiny ones, but I'm not completely convinced on the material that this won't catch up and light in flames very quickly. So I think I'm just gonna leave it. And honestly, it makes it look very rustic. But I didn't use tearaway because I wanted it to be more stiff. I think if I had used tearaway fabric, this would not have turned out as nicely as it did, in my opinion, because it wouldn't have had the stability needed to like do the tiny lettering, which is something I have. It's tiny, but it's so cute. I'm obsessed. So now it says Book Lovers Society, all readers welcome. I'm gonna be wearing this around the house all the time now. Okay, so now I need to do my everything shower, pick up my desk area because I have to work there tomorrow morning, but also do my everything shower, and I'll take you guys along with like what I do for an everything shower vibe. Okay. It is now time for the everything shower experience, as I like to call it. It is like around 5 o'clock. We're not eating dinner, I think, until like 5:30ish. So I have exactly 30 minutes to get all this done, which is just about the amount of time that I need. But first thing we do, first or second thing, is just wrap my hair up in a claw clip. Is grab my hair into a claw clip so it's out of my face and I can focus on my skincare. I haven't put a claw clip in with the new hair yet, so it's always a tester. Okay, so front tendrils out of my face. Glasses off. I usually have like West Wing going or something like that, but since I'm talking to you guys, I'm gonna focus more just on the skincare. But light on also. And first thing I do is do my oil cleansing, and this is the Anua Heartleaf Mild Control Cleansing, because again, really sensitive skin. I need one that's not gonna like strip me or like cause more breakouts than it's gonna fix. So I put it all over my face, and then I have this like shower like massager for like like face wash and stuff like that. I've had this, I want to say, since like I graduated high school. It's one of my favorite things. I used it all through college, and I put a little bit on my skin for the oil cleansing, and I put a little bit on the actual massager, and then it has different levels. So there's vibration, and then there's the like stronger one, and then it has like the actual massager and vibrations. So I just massage it into my skin. And I usually do this for like, I would say 5 minutes, just in the areas that I know can get clogged. I turn my steamer on. I have a facial steamer that I got like, I would say a year ago. It's one of my favorite things to use. So I'm gonna power that on. Okay. That feels pretty good. And sometimes I just go over it with my hands too, just to see where the problem areas are and see if I can just focus on them a little bit more. The steamer's going now. It's really up. You see, my face is like literally shining right now. Now I'm gonna go wash this off so that I can put the mask on and then steam while I'm doing my hair. Another thing I have to do is put my towel in my towel warmer. That has been one of my favorite improvements over the last few months, is when I got my towel warmer, it just kind of leveled up the Sunday reset. So you just kind of toss it in, and then you put the lid on, and you can set it for the time. So I usually put it for 30 minutes. Because by the time I'm done with doing my rest of my face and then my hair, and then I hop in the shower, it's about 30 minutes or so. So it's nice and toasty. Now that the oil cleansing is done, it's now time to put the overall mask on. And I've used the same mask, I would say, again, since I started college. That's nice. So it's the Kiehl's Rare Earth. Let's see if it focuses. Yeah, Kiehl's Rare Earth clay mask. It lasts forever. I think I got this one, I would say, about not a year ago, close to a year ago now. And it is perfect for people, again, who have oily skin but don't want something that's like gonna strip your skin in the process of trying to clear it. This one's like an Amazonian white clay. And I get a dollop. I used to have the applicator thing, and now I just kind of like using my hands. So I get a dollop of each. I get a dollop of each on my cheeks and my face, and then I go in with the steamer. Have the base layer on, I go in areas that I know get really clogged really easily, just like because of makeup and things like that. So I go in a little bit more on my cheeks, like right beneath my eye area. Obviously your nose, because that can get really clogged. And then lastly, the chin. And just a little bit here, because I've been noticing a few more issues over there. But once the base layer is on, I just kind of like sitting with the steam underneath it. But first I wash my hands because I need to do my hair. So while I'm doing my hair, my face is in the steam like vicinity so it can steam, but at the same time it's like on my skin longer. So as the steam is going, claw clip comes out, and I just did my hair too. So this is freshly braided, nice hair, but you gotta stay on top of it with just moisturization, stuff like that. So I use the As I Am. Everything I use basically is As I Am. It's their castor oil water. And I basically just spray it in my hair to refresh. It's really soothing, especially in like the drier months. Just to feel some extra moisture going into the hair. And then I have my oil. I use Blue Magic Original Super Sure Grow. It is like a hair conditioner oil. And then the As I Am Dry Scalp Oil Treatment with tea tree. And I mix the two. It's a little bit easier because the container is basically empty right now, but sometimes I'll just do it on my fingers. And then I mix it and just put it on my hair. All nice and refreshed there. Now I go in and I braid it every single night just to make sure nothing gets tangled. I braid it. That's why you see me in the mornings with the space buns. Because it's the easiest way to sleep with it. But especially since when I first get my hair done, it's so short. It looks like I'm Princess Leia. Actual shower routine aspect. So I use Panoxyl Acne Foaming Wash, and then also this, you can get this one at Whole Foods, Acure Green, what's it called? Actually, Sea Kelp French Clay Mask, like face scrub. I use that about 3 times a week, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, every week. And then I use African Black Soap. And yeah, that's about it. Full everything shower. I have shower steamers too, so that's been a great addition. I got them for Christmas. I need to order some more. I used them like crazy when I was sick at the beginning of the year. But it's the Shower Relief, and this one's eucalyptus and mint. And it's just so refreshing. It just adds such a nice experience to it. And then lastly, ambiance. I got some Nancy Meyer Aesthetic. Maybe I should share my playlist one time with you guys because my playlists are pretty crazy. I also feel like a psycho having this mask on camera, I will say. But I have my speaker. I have this playlist called Nancy Meyers Aesthetic. You understand the vibe. Like you're watching a Nancy Meyers movie. Something's Gotta Give, Parent Trap, that type of music vibe. So I'm either going to play that or musical theater. So this could either be a Legally Blonde night or I'm going to be listening to Ella Fitzgerald. We're going to see. It's one or the other, but I'm going to hop in the shower to do that and then be able to get out and start finishing the skincare aspect. Okay, I'm out of the shower now, and so I am kind of trying to make an ambiance in my room. So I have actually I have a record player, and I have all these records from when my dad, he's a huge music fanatic, so he used to collect all of these records, and we found them recently when we were clearing up the house, and I was able, more like I commandeered the entire collection. So I'm gonna pick one from in here. I will say he had good taste. He has like almost every Prince album. This is like original packaging stuff, so it's really cool. So I love anything Luther Vandross, so I think we're gonna listen to that one. And I got this record player when I was in middle school, I would say, or like a freshman in high school, and it has honestly paid for itself ever since. There's nothing like listening to music on a record player. So we've got that set up. And I'm also going to turn on my wax melt. I use this smell, Fresh Orchard Apples from Walmart. It is truly one of the best smells on the planet. And I'm just going to turn it on for about, I would say 2 hours. Just to add some nice fresh smelling to the room. I'm already wearing my bigger sweatshirt, the Book Lovers one I'm already wearing. I can't help myself. And I thought I would walk you through the rest of my skincare, like what I do after the shower. So in the shower I rinsed off the face mask after it steamed for most of the shower. And then I did a face scrub with that sea clay mask I showed you guys a little bit earlier. And then I used the Panoxyl. So it's like a 3-round, just full like detox, scrub to get the dead skin off, then fully cleanse with the Panoxyl. So now I like checking my skin, make sure there's nothing going on, nothing I need to focus on. But most of the time I don't like picking at it just because that can cause a lot of issues in itself. So I kind of just like trying to notice the problematic areas. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, now that I have done my check of my skin, make sure there's no like things lingering, then I go in with that Ecoberry I showed you this morning for the toner. Just put a little bit in my hands. Just sort of cleansing the skin. And then I use my niacinamide from The Ordinary. And then lastly, I go in with my moisturizer for the Neutrogena Hydra Boost. And the only thing different I do from morning to night is I don't use the vitamin C serum at night because, and this is the research which I'm telling you about, I can't use vitamin C at night because I use the Panoxyl, which has benzoyl peroxide in it, and that very much, having both of those together just basically feels like you're burning your skin. So I learned that the hard way a few years ago, and then when I started using this again, I tried it in one night and then I was like, why is it tingling like that? I'm like, and I looked it up, those are definitely two things not supposed to go together. So, and I don't use the Panoxyl in the morning, so I use that one at night, and then I have a acne cream Onextin that I use at night, and I can't use in the morning because it also has the benzoyl peroxide. But I get the Onextin from my dermatologist too. And I don't like putting a whole lot on because it can be harsh on the skin and can dry it out, but just in areas where like I just opened up all my like pores and stuff like that, so I want it to be like cleaned. And then obviously the lip cream. And you're all done. That is literally all I do for an everything shower, skincare vibe. I feel very refreshed now. Got music, jives going in the background. My room is picked up. I made a sweatshirt today. I got In-N-Out. I made my mom embroidered shirt. What else did I do today? That's honestly enough. For a Sunday reset, I'm pretty okay with like how I ended this. So that's basically all I have for you guys today. I'm probably gonna eat, forgot one thing. The e.l.f. eyelash and eyebrow serum. That was the one thing I forgot, and I just got a new one of it because I was using the other one like way too long. Like way too long. So it is on my eyelashes now. That was the last thing that I needed to do. So now I think I'm just gonna pop on a TV show, scroll Pinterest, and yeah, probably scroll Pinterest a bit. It's a Sunday, so probably hopping on Zillow. Zillow is my happy place. Zillow and Homes.com are my happy place. So I'm probably gonna hop on there and just, you know, relax. We're gonna have some dinner, watch some BAFTAs, and just enjoy the night and prepare myself for the next day of work. But it's so nice talking to you guys. I love doing like one day vlogs just to like talk, because like I don't like week-long ones I don't do enough in a week, honestly, that I think you guys would find interesting. I might do one at one point. And so it's just fun to chit chat on one of the days of the weekend. So probably gonna do this again next weekend. I really do want to do that 4 favorite things that I talked about earlier, so we'll see if I get that done next weekend. But yeah, overall, I'll talk to you guys soon, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your February, because next week and the end of the week is March. We're about to be in March, guys. It's crazy. Anyways, love you all. Bye.